guys, check it out. I've got 3 wine kits, ones that I haven't made before. And I'm back. I'm going to be making 3 new wines. You know, I've been in the past few months, I've been making a bunch of wines that you've already seen me make. So, didn't shoot videos for those. But these are 3 new ones, and let's talk about them. Alright, and what do we got over here? We have a new kit, which is a low-end kit, a wild grapes Chilean Merlot. Alright, so I'm excited about that new kit. I don't know what's in that kit at this point, so I'm going to open it up, unbox it with you guys, and check it out. Most likely, based on the size of it, I'm going to probably be doing my hacks, making it smaller. It says 6 gallons. I'm going to be making it to 5 most likely. Alright, so stay tuned. It's all going to be cool. Alright guys, the wild grapes comes with this packet of goodies. Some Merlot labels. Hey, wow, it actually comes with oak. Look at that. 30 grams of oak. And it's a dust. That's pretty cool. And in the bag, you have directions. You have bentonite, which is one of the first things we're going to use. We have sorbate, which we're not going to use to the end, and metabisulfite. And old reliable yeast. Alright, so for today, wow. So for today, I'm going to put these ones away with the clarifiers. Also, it comes with some clarifiers. You guys know I use Sparkle Void instead of that. Alright, so that's what comes in this kit, in addition to the concentrate. Alright, so before we get started, we're going to want to clean everything exceptionally well. I like this Be Bright cleanser. It's pretty much what I use almost exclusively, and it works, to me, I believe, excellent. It's very similar to OxyClean. Anything that touches the wine needs to be thoroughly cleaned, so we're going to need a long-handled spoon for this step. Our primary fermenter, which is basically a food-safe plastic bucket, that is big enough to hold our wine, so it has to be over 6 gallons, so there's 7.8 gallons. And make sure I clean every single piece of this, including the lid and the underside, and make sure anything that touches the wine is immaculately clean. Technically, for primary fermentation, you don't need to snap the lid on, but I do anyway, because I don't want any fruit flies or anything like that getting into the wine. So I also am going to be using an airlock, so I'm going to clean that out as well. And this is one picture, and they come in multiple types. We're going to also need to clean our hydrometer, because we're going to need to take readings of what our starting specific gravity is in the winemaking process. If your primary fermenter is equipped with a spigot, you want to make sure it is shut off completely, so that when you start mixing things up, you don't have wine spilling out all over your floor. Now, if you're just starting out and don't have any equipment whatsoever, it might make sense to get a winemaking equipment kit. And this is stuff that you would buy once and use over and over again. And it would have many of the things that you would need for your home winemaking hobby. Might make sense. Alright, so for the wild vines, I'm going to be taking my packet. I'm going to fill this up with some warm water. I filled it up much more than I usually would for most wines because this is a small kit and it's not going to, I'm not going to make it all the way up to 5 gallons. So, to 6 gallons. So I'm going to make it to 5 most likely. So at this point I don't know, but I'm going to take a measurement at 5 and see where I stand, okay? But in the meantime, I got this bentonite. And I'm going to be putting this in. Now the way you do that is you take your trusty spoon. And by the way, everything before we get started, I spent a good amount of time cleaning with sanitizer. You have to clean everything, the spoon, the bucket, everything with not soap and water, but a cleanser that is designed for this. I use Be Bright, and I'll leave a link for the Be Bright at the bottom of this video. So Be Bright is a cleanser. There's different ones that people use. I like Be Bright the best. So anyway, I'm going to stir this and I'm going to slowly pour the bentonite in as I'm stirring that in. I don't want to just dump it all in at once, because if I do, I'll have a lump of clay at the bottom, and that's not what you want. You want this to be all throughout your water. Alright, so that's the bentonite in my Merlot kit. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the cap. You could use the pliers. I'm going to use this tool this time. Most of the time I use pliers. Pulls the top right off. I don't know if you guys can see that. Okay. And then typically what I will do is I will take my box, and tear it like that, so it's easier to pick up. And then I am just going to take that box, pick it up, and pour the concentrate into the wine. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this bag. It still has some stuff on the inside. I'm going to fill that up with some warm water and pour it in. Alright, so I got some warm water in this bag. I'm going to squish it around a little bit, and I'm going to slowly and gently pour this in. Right now, I am pretty close to 5 gallons. I'm going to come up to here for 5 gallons. So I'm going to get some more water. That is about the 5-gallon mark. I'll be right back. Alright, so the next step is I'm going to be stirring this up. My next step is I'm going to take my hydrometer and put that in to take an initial reading. It's right at 1.0, okay? So at 5 gallons it's at 1.1 on the meter. Alright, so 1.1 on the meter. Let's see here. That'll give me someplace around 14%. So 5 gallons, I like the way that is now. Alright, so at this point I'm going to just take the yeast and just sprinkle it on top. This wine also came with some oak powder. Little oak chips actually, but they're very small. So I'm going to be adding this as well in here. Take my spoon, just wet that down a little bit. You know, normally I would probably put the oak in first and stir it a little bit, but I kind of forgot this had oak, so that's alright. Alright, so then finally, the next thing to do snap on a lid. Snap on a lid, and I'm going to add this airlock on here. And make sure that lid is on good all the way. And in like 2 or 3 days, I should start to see this bubbling, this airlock. Alright, so that one is going to be put aside now for probably about 2 weeks as it ferments all the way through. Alright, so this is the Wild Grapes Merlot. Wild Grapes. Chilean Merlot. Can't wait to see how that one comes out. Pretty cool. It's always great to find another type of kit. Give it a whirl. See how we make out. Alright, see you guys in the next video on this one, and I'll leave the links for this kit and the Be Bright and the other things that you might need at the bottom of this video. Please subscribe, and thanks for watching. Catch you guys again for the next exciting episode. Alright everybody, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And if you like what you see, please subscribe to my video channel here on YouTube. And definitely check out my blogs, www.cookingitalianrecipes.com with the dashes in the middle. Or my other one on winemaking, howtomakehomemade.biz. Thanks for watching, please subscribe, and have an awesome day.